Hello everyone, how you doing? I hope you're all doing really well today. I'm Lindsay, your host of the Heavy Metal Journal and writer for This Day in Metal, and I'm back with another New Metal Monday where I talk about my favourite new releases of the week. And it's been quite a quiet week for me this week, so I've only got 3 brand new albums that I want to talk about, and I also want to talk about, very quickly, about the return of Opeth'S. Now, everybody on metal Twitter, at least, went absolutely insane when not only did they announce their new album, which is coming out on the 11th of October, but their new track was also released, and it includes Growls. The guttural growls are back, and everybody just seems to be getting so excited about this. I have always been quite hit and miss when it comes to Opeth, but I was really impressed with this new single. Very progressive, but those guttural growls were just something special, and everybody just went absolutely insane for it. So what do we know about Opeth's new album? Well, it's going to be called The Last Will and Testament, and it's a concept album based on post-World War I era, and a wealthy patriarch who has passed away has his last will and testament read out to his family, and it's his confessions that shock the twin children who are hearing this last will and testament. And there's also a strange presence of a young girl who has polio, who is kind of involved in the mix that the family have brought up as well. So that's all we really know about the situation with this concept album. So hopefully we'll get some more answers about what these confessions are and why there's so many shocks and twists in the story as the album is released. But could this be Opeth's very last album? A lot of speculation online is saying that it could potentially be their last album because of the name, The Last Will and Testament, but it could just very well be tied into the concept of the album. But who knows, only time will tell. But let me know what you think about the fact that the Growls are back. Is it just going to be this one track that the Growls are present on, or are they going to be quite prevalent throughout the entire record? We'll find out on the 11th of October, but let me know what you guys think of the new track and the concept surrounding the new record. But as I said, 3 brand new albums that I want to talk about, and I'm just going to jump straight in. Okay, so the first album that I want to talk about isn't strictly a new album, but it's a re-recording, and that's Blind Guardian with Somewhere Far Beyond. And this is a re-recording of their 1992 album. Now, what Blind Guardian wanted to do was they wanted to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Somewhere Far Beyond, but this was during the throes of COVID, when all these lockdowns were happening and nobody really knew what was going on. So there was a little bit of a delay getting this re-recording released. Now, these tracks have been re-recorded in a live setting, and even though it has a lot of new technology, new approaches and different skills that they've learned throughout their career since the original release of the record back in 1992, it still retains all of that beautiful, powerful, raw energy of the 90s. Now, I am particularly fussy for power metal. I wouldn't consider myself to be a power metal fan, but Blind Guardian are one of those very few power metal bands that kind of slip through the cracks for me. There's just something about them that I really enjoy. I just love their presence and their energy. So when this record was re-released, I was very excited about this. The thing that I like most about this is just that rousing, uplifting energy. I mean, I know power metal has that throughout it, but there's something that Blind Guardian do that's just extra uplifting. I don't know what it is, but there's just something really magical and powerful about their presence, and I really enjoyed this re-recording. So if you are a fan of power metal, or if you've not really delved into Blind Guardian that much, definitely check this out. This is a great place to start, but if you are a long-standing fan, don't sleep on this either. This was an absolute joy to listen to. Okay, so next up on my list, I have Acid Mass with Worship, and this is blackened thrash metal. Now, I really enjoy black metal, and I really enjoy thrash metal, so when the two combine, I think it's a really creative, explosive piece of work, and this record is no exception to that whatsoever. But the thing that makes this one extra special as well is the fact that it's a solo project. This is a one-man band, and anyone who's followed me for more than 5 minutes online knows that I am a huge supporter of solo projects, because the amount of talent and amazing material that's coming from solo projects at the moment is completely blowing me away. Now, this is a fantastic balance between proper old school thrash metal with black metal elements, and it's a very guitar driven record. There's lots of riffs, there's lots of solos with that black metal edge, and the vocals do balance between black metal and thrash metal as well. Very raspy, but very, very powerful and commanding. Plus, if you are a fan of Wraith or Hellripper, they make an appearance on this record as well. So that's the kind of sound that we're going for here. So if you do like Wraith, if you do like Hellripper, even if you like the Devastator album that came out earlier this year, or Grave Ripper, this one is definitely for you. But I really enjoy blackened thrash metal. There's something really heavy and sinister about it, but it's really bouncy and fun and ridiculously catchy at the same time. So definitely check this one out. Plus that album artwork is pretty cool too. Okay, so last up on my list, but certainly by no means least, I have Mourner's Lament with A Grey Farewell. And this is death doom metal from Chile. Now, this record is something else entirely. It's just over an hour long, so you have this very grand, monumental, sprawling record that is so multi-layered and so detailed. Now, it is vastly a doom metal record, very atmospheric doom metal with death metal elements. And you've got a great combination of those guttural growls, really haunting spoken word moments, and crisp, smooth, clean vocals as well. You've also got the grand orchestration, you've got piano, you've got a little bit of synth in there, but the heaviness comes with regards to the guitars and the blast beats in this. The instrumentation is outstanding on this record. So when you combine all of that together, you really do have a masterpiece, a work of art, and it really does take you on a journey. Now, even though it is about an hour and 4 minutes long, it doesn't feel like that when you listen to it. Yes, it's a large record and it does go on for quite some time, but it's so enjoyable and so multi-layered that you don't realize it. And then the next thing you know, it's starting again. So if you are really into your death doom metal that is densely atmospheric, really, really crushing with heaviness, but it's kind of got that slow, kind of plodding doom kind of feel to it, interspersed with atmosphere and melodics and death metal, this one is definitely for you. I am going through a huge death doom era at the moment. I cannot stop listening to death doom. So if you are a fan of the likes of My Dying Bride, Catatonia, Tribunal, Swallow the Sun, or Void Witch from last week, you're definitely going to want to get onto this. This is an absolutely stellar album, so densely atmospheric and mysterious, but it's going to absolutely devastate you at the same time. And that is it for this week's New Metal Monday. Once again, comment down below to let me know what you think of today's records, and let me know what you think of Opeth'S return. Do you like the new single? Are you happy that the Growls are back? Or are you not that fussed about it in general? Also, make sure to check out the description box because you will find a Spotify playlist which will feature every single album that I talk about on my New Metal Monday videos. So if you use Spotify, make sure to follow that playlist because I update that every single Monday after these videos go live. If you don't use Spotify though, don't worry about it because I have also included the band's Bandcamp links or their YouTube channels just so you guys can find the music that I'm talking about as easily as possible. Once again, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it, and I will see you very soon in my next video.